mumble rap music. Now, the reason people are mumbling with the rap music is because of the technology. Now, a lot of rappers know exactly what I'm talking about. There's more than one side to it. If you watch the movie How High 2, they're talking about what the iPhone and all that does to you and a lot of different things. Now, the mumble rap music. So for the filmmaking, a lot of people who meditate are noticing how they're messing with messing with their mind a little bit. And for the rap music, they know it's the mumble. Now, the reason people are mumbling because they got the phone in their face, and that a lot of them may do this. So now I repeat, I learned mines from meditation, nuns, monks. Okay, that's how I learned mines because there are people who really think you have to be a part of a group to learn that meditation. Nuns, monks, martial arts. There are people like that. But other than that, that is the most shocking thing that I'm noticing. So you may notice that's how long I've done it. So that's why I gotta under put your hand under your belly button and I scream the as loud as I can multiple times to get that mumble thing off your neck. So you gotta do it like straight like 15, 20 minutes and it builds your throat chakra too. So you gotta do it repeatedly over and over and over 15 minutes. At least 15 minutes, just scream as loud as you can on an empty stomach. And if you did eat, just try to scream. Put your hand under your belly button and just scream. And that's what I do. So I do that. So look, you see that that's how you know how long. Look. Let me show you an example. Okay, there's still different moves you do. So look, I'll bring this together. See how I'm talking now? See how my whole demeanor changed because I've done multiple mudras, multiple meditations. I've sat still for minutes, hours, even days. So look at this. See how I'm talking now? Now mumble music. Mumble music is coming from them doing the mudra like that. And the reason I said what I said before about how I learned the mudra is because there are different groups, different frats, fraternities, even gangs that do those mudras. You know, and I learned from the multiple sides of the Asian side of it. Because there's some people who are Kemetic. They do Kemetic meditation. I learned mine from the Asian side. And that's so funny. They talk about it in the movie. That's how I learned. If you I'm obvious, that's how I learned discipline. That's how I learned it. And that's so funny. They're talking about these movies. That's how I learned how to do mine. Now, that's just from doing this. Now, see him change again. Okay, mumble music, and how I learned. I learned that way. Now, it changed my life. I noticed the camera, what the red camera does, and how these different mudras do certain to your eyes, your ears, your nose, your mouth, everything. Now, here's when I do this one. Now, you notice the difference in my personality. Each one does something different to certain parts of the brain, certain personality, certain parts of your mind. Some of you are good with different parts of your mind. So there are a lot of chefs that know about this, seasons, all that kind of stuff. And a lot of people who work on houses, who work with a hand, know about this one a lot. But each one does something to the mind. So when I stop and I let them go, rub our hands together, trophy. Now you know it's different. So now, okay, now mumble rap. See, it's a difference in my personality. Mumble rap. That's how I got like that. That's how I got like that. So I had to change. I noticed that they're working on a lot of different ones with the one like this, with the rap industry and in the filmmaking industry because they use a light. This one uses light. You need the light for that one. So they're doing a lot of different experiments with those right now. So some of you have noticed you got caught up in some of these new phones and new virtual programming that they have with the light. I'm told for you. that's how I learned. I learned. That's how I learned. So it's so funny they talk about in the movie. That's how I learned. I mean, tofu, sit still, quiet mind, discipline. That's it. Quiet your mind. Don't focus on nothing else. Let it all go. From my still gazing, sun gazing, and I learned that way too. I learned that from over there too. The agent side of that too. I have a personal person actually taught me how to do it. So when I finally noticed what was going on with me, it was shocking. You know, I was like, that's why I was acting like that. That's why I was feeling like that. Yeah, that's why I was doing it. That's why I noticed that. Yeah, and you're like, when you do a meditation for 48 days, yes, when you do a meditation for 48 days, you know, or just three, 3 months, you would change your whole personality. See, so that's what I did. I tried different ones for 3 month period, and my whole personality changed. So now I had a situation with my woman who I was with, everything. So this person think I'm the same person. The group of people I was with, they think I'm all the same person. I did that one for so long, and when I did it for so long, the biggest thing that was so shocking when I did this one so long is that a lot of different groups, frats would come up to me, a lot of different ones. Everybody know about the group. They just come to me like, and they'll do this or they'll say something over and over, and I said I gotta stop doing this because this one it seems like it's a lot of problems. Then you got people come to you and stop with the headlights like, oh, how many people gonna keep doing this? Well, how many people gonna keep doing this? And then you got people who come to me like, I said, man, I'm gonna have to stop doing it. That's why one reason I stopped doing that one, because they keep coming to me thinking I'm a part of the frat. It's like you say, no, I just meditate. I did this one from sun up to sundown for days. I did it repeatedly for days. So that's what they noticed. So I had to go back to doing this one because I like this. I like the way they with some feel. So see, when I talk like this, see, most people, they may hold it, talk like this. It may help when you talk. This is what I would do. So I said this. Some people for vaping, not the smoke, but vaping. They will use for vaping, and they'll blow out. And when you blow out, you're sending something out your brain. So you blow in, you're receiving thought. When you blow out, you're sending out. So that's how it was. So you do this, and you get that feeling like, oh, something wrong. Let me hold my breath. So this is what you do too. You hold your breath with it. Different. I haven't gotten to the vaping stuff. I'll get into that later. Because I had learned that from doing that for so long. It's better to be by water and humidity in the air. But then I go back to this one. Now see, everybody who knew below, like, that's the old one. So when I do different ones, I come off like this. So each one will give you a different personality. You sit still, you sit inside, you learn. Sit there in the dark, close your eyes, and learn. If you want to, close your eyes and look at the sun and learn. And don't have no pictures in your head. Force everything out. All the bad thoughts, all the bad visions. Each one gives you a different personality. One love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love, one love. See? You can see I change my brain. So it'll give you different personality. So that one gives you different personality because when you do more than one, they all give you different personalities. So all different mudras give you different personalities. They focus on different parts of the brain. So some of you, the rappers, a lot of them do that one because this one is rising right now. That one is rising because of they're doing a lot of studies with that one. So that one is messing with the pituitary in the brain and it messes with your flow. So there are people who will hold that one and they'll flow. And when they flow, they'll notice it with the phone, with the mumble, with the They notice when they flow with the phone that they're starting to sound like all the other rappers or all the other people because they know that the phone is sending thought into their head and make them sound like the other people. That's what the biggest issue. You got baby, young, little. That's how you know how many people do that. So that's the biggest thing that most rappers. So this is so to industry. A lot of industry people know about that, and the filmmaking. A lot of people know about that. The gaming. A lot of people know about that, and even behind the projector and the light, they know about that. So I actually work with each different side. So I know the ways to get around that one. Okay, it's the mumble rap. You gotta go around it. Try different ones. You gotta try different ones. You gotta scream, for a long time until you feel like you can go, scream because you gotta get that thing off your neck. Um, for gaming, a lot of different things come to gaming. So I actually work opportunities to work with these different groups. Like I actually sat in the studio, or I actually sat in the game studio with the game makers and the game people, and I actually sat and learned something. And I actually sat in the theater and learned what the projector is doing. I actually sat on the film set and actually watched all this stuff happen. So I learned different ways around it. So to most people it may be new, but this is what's going on. And if you watch How High, they're talking about that one too. Because if you watch it, you'll notice, but they're doing a lot of different experiments right now. So one of the biggest things right now they're trying to make. Okay, I'm going to tell you, but that's what I noticed. So I do different ones. One, love, one, love, one, love, one, love. So, and I noticed that there's some that may take you years to learn. Like it may take you years because there's another. I'm not going to put it up here. There's another one that I've learned. You may not find this on the internet. It's one that you hold one time. There's some that you just have to hold one time, and you have to get real good with it. You have to scream like ah. That's why it's like ah. That's the most known one. That's why you saw Star Fox when he say yeah. Because he's screaming from the underneath his belly button. And if you're that good where your vocals can catch flames, you're real good. You're real good. That's real. So there are different ones. So one love, one love, one love, one love. So see, now you notice from me doing this on camera that's gonna let everybody know because there are different people I taught different mudras. And I was like, wow, love, 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 love. This, that. Each one is different. So when you find the person that teach you, you stick with that person for a year until you know. So you stick with one for 48 days to a year. Then if you change it, your whole mind is going to change. Your whole mind is going to change. So there are people who may do different ones. They may do this one as much as they do the other one, and they notice their whole mind change. One love, one love, one love. Peace will come well. So don't worry about all of it. So just continue to grow and to keep push past your problems. Because there are a lot of people who, when I changed the mood, it was so shocking. It was so shocking because I learned that you can change your personality at will. Like there are certain ones where you can change your personality, who you are as a person, in seconds. And I know that in terms of acting, I didn't know it was like that. I didn't know it was like that fast. Like I didn't know it can happen that fast. So there's some actors who are real good. They're real, real good. Whereas that they're crazy. Where if they're so good that it looks like they're crazy. Like when you see the picture with the sad and the happy face, that I actually sat down and I started taking some of my acting meditations. Like I took my meditation that I do, like sitting, like my Zen and different ones like that, or meta, like that. So I just actually sat down and I actually started to take those through like that. I noticed that they really like there's a real art behind it. So I look up Stanislavski and Chekhov and all that kind of stuff. I get into more of that later. And I learned that there are different ones that can help you with your vocals, like the that one that helps you with your throat chakra, that help you build your comfort around people, that help you build your self-esteem, that helps you to not be scared to speak. See, I gotta do it. See, you hear it? That's okay now. Anyway, but that's the biggest thing. So that's the biggest thing I noticed. So continue to grow and don't want no problems. Love. Come together. Create. Build. Business. Life. Community. Friendship, right? That's the biggest thing. So I actually tried doing different mudras and everybody is looking at me like, wow, how did he change personality so fast? So 48 days of doing another one, they was looking at me like, 4 days another one? Wow, you changed real fast. You got massage your brain. Massage your brain. But continue to grow. You got it. Sit still. Hold it. Pause. That's one too. Unthinkable. You know what's coming next.